Hmm. Oh, what was the thing? Defeat the boss within 25 seconds. Okay. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Brain shut down for a second. Not good. God. Mm-mm. Oh, Kal-El, no! That's a fucking long song. Although I guess probably all the remake songs are this long. Oh my goodness. 481. God damn. Oh. Da, 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 da. Oh, I got a lot of cards. Also, I left my drink over there. And I'm back. You know, I really like 2D assets on like 3D models, and for whatever reason, I just have not like played Octopath Traveler. I still haven't played Live Alive, Live Alive. Even though like it just hits me so much in the like the combination of like a nostalgia with modern styling, like, oh, love it, but not enough, I guess, to actually play the games, even though I own Octopath Traveler 1, 2, and Live Alive. Funky pop. Oh, I feel like my neck needs a crack. Oh. Oh, there we go. Clear without taking any enemy attacks. Well, that's just like getting a perfect, which I'm not against trying, but I mean, I guess the easiest way to do that would just be to do it on the easy difficulty, but I at least want to give it a shot. Oh, God. Yeah, I really should have brought my Discord up. Since I literally messaged Lucis and I'm like, I'll play Earth Defense Force if you want. And then just like, assume that he's just gonna jump into chat. But I think there is an ability that will avoid the first hit of an enemy attack. So I guess it's not all just not missing, but that's like the best way. Did that Kirby DLC come out? I should look at that. It must have. 28th? First off, Discord, which I don't even have on this window. Move that over here, disable. Some messages. Okay, and then let's see. Kirby DLC. Oh. Oh yeah, it's out. Okay. Well, I'll have to play that. I don't know. Tomorrow? Because that's... hopefully it's worth $20. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but... I mean, I guess I got the original game for like 40, so... hopefully there's about half as much game content. All right. Whoops. Well, maybe that'll be okay. After all, it's just 60%. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, now I'm good. Black puppy. Oh. Okay. Hmm. So that's specific for the boss. Hmm. Hmm. It's an okay idea. Oh, also, how much experience am I away? God, yeah, not even close to having a 1-star. All right, well. Yeah, the song isn't very long. Ooh. Because he wasn't able to turn me to stone that time. Fucking assholes. Turning me to stone. I literally could have lost there because I just thought the song was over. God. Hey. It's that one cleared. That's so funny how Final Fantasy VII, and you could add so much more music for Final Fantasy VII, but it's like Final Fantasy VII series and remake. I don't even know if there's a Dirge of Cerberus song in there, which is it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Also a damn shame that like never gonna use the Final Fantasy VIII characters. Oh, by dealing ice damage. All right, let's see. Does she have ice? No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't have ice. No, he doesn't have ice magic. Okay. Okay, there we go. Very interesting party. also, I guess this is the same with a lot of Final Fantasy games, but you do have to get a certain amount in until you sort of have the freedom to do the challenges. I guess the main challenge is supposed to be like beating the game, or, you know, getting to the end of the game. That is supposed to be difficult. Oh my god. Really ducked that up. But it's just like Final Fantasy X, where you have to get like 30 hours in, and then it becomes an open world, sort of. Or more open world with all these extra challenges. And it's the same for this game, and oh my god, is it the same for Final Fantasy 13? What happened to all my ice magic? There we go. Thought they would do... Okay, there we go. Calico Kitty. Get 85% or better. Oh yeah, I was gonna try to get Seymour. This really feels like a mission that should have forced you to have Squall and What's Her Face in it. But then it doesn't. No, I'm not putting them in there. Unfortunately, I don't really remember Squall being a very high tier character. Or Leon, as it were. was extreme boo. Do. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah. I didn't even get to the boss. He would have showed up right there. That's nuts. There was a weakness associated. I feel like that's what I would have needed to do. Oh, yeah, for another treasure. Oh yeah, luck. And I suppose also... Yeah, they can't even kill him, so... Oh. 1026. Alright, I'll have to go feed the dogs. I'll be right back. Okay. What happened to the window? There we go. Yeah, I have the right thing up here. Okay. What was the defeat the boss? Yeah, let me do this song, then... Well, just... If you're gonna stay awake for a little bit, we'll wait until my wife goes to bed, because I don't want you to get on there and then, have to do that, but, she should be going to bed in like 10-15 minutes, but then I'd be down. Well, she's gonna go to bed in 10-15 minutes, and then... Yeah. It's like you could almost do a 5 remaster by just having the, you know, the same controls. Sure. We'll see if I've unlocked it yet. I've been barreling through. I caved pretty fast, honestly, to the min-maxing, because like oh, okay, yeah, that one I probably have to unlock, I imagine. That I have to finish FF8, because those are the ones where it has, like, the music video and stuff in it. Which I should be pretty close to unlocking, I think. But yeah, it's crazy how, like, I don't know, there's also, oh, no music video? Okay. Well, I still might have to unlock it. We'll see. Let's see how close I am to finishing the FF8 portion. Yeah. What was I gonna say though? Oh yeah. It's really interesting how Final Fantasy and Square Enix, like, there's the Theat Rhythm games, and then there's also, I don't know if you know about Nonograms or Picross, but I play it, like, a lot. And there is, and someone did translate it, which was really, really nice, but there's an entire Theat Rhythm style game, but just for Picross, where you do, like, battle Picross. I don't know if there's any appetite for someone playing Picross on stream, but, like, if there is, I could fill that niche so easy. I fucking love Picross. Do people, like, watch? I mean, not that you would know, but, like, people watch, like, Sudoku and stuff? Yeah, I know they watch, like, chess, but... Yeah. Yeah. I would say it's a 3DS game. The 3DS Final Fantasy game, Picross. If you Google that, English translation, it'll pull right up. But I didn't even know about it. I searched for cross game stuff a lot and I didn't know about that. Yeah, do you know the name of the song? Oh, you said it's just in extras? It's not in the main? Okay, well, let's see. Hey, I acquired every airship. Is it this one? Eyes on Me? I was gonna say. No, we're gonna try to do it on expert. Who's my? What am I doing right now? Yeah. Whoops. That's what I get for trying to read a message while I'm playing. Every time I try to do it, it's just like, there's just never a big enough pause. Yeah, my favorite Final Fantasy songs, yeah, I was just gonna say 14 probably has my favorite Final Fantasy songs. Like, it seems kind of unfair though. You almost have to split it into like, what's your favorite songs for games 1 through 6, and then games 7 through 9. Well, 7 through, I don't know how you split that up. 7 through 9, including the 7 series, and then like 10 up. So yeah. Yeah, I did. I think I shared the music portion of Plex with you, and I do have all of the Final Fantasy music on there up until like a year ago or 2 years ago or something. Is this my... Oh, I changed it into... Yeah, that's right. Did I not keep that set at all? No, I didn't. Of course I didn't. Ah, that should be good. Yeah, you could do some fun math if you wanted to. Yeah, doing the Final Fantasy is so interesting, and replaying this, which is, I mean, it actually is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games by like kind of a lot, which seems, I don't know, I don't know how I feel about this being in my like top 5 Final Fantasy games, but like I just love this so much. And like I was trying to sort of like quantify why I like Final Fantasy so much, and why I even like Final Fantasy-esque stuff even before I had fully played all the games. And like Final Fantasy just has such a vibe to it that I don't know how many other game series fully pull off. Oh shit, whoops. Because like the most direct comparison is like Dragon Quest, and like Dragon Quest doesn't really have the same, it has a vibe, but the vibe isn't like cool. It's like the vibe is Dragon Quest, and I think that it's just like shocking how a game series can just sort of understand kind of what's in the zeitgeist. And even if the game is stupid, like Strangers of Paradise, it's still cool. It's still a cool game, which is insane, because like, oh, I didn't activate more than 15 abilities. Shit. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, they have the pixel, or not pixel remasters. They have the remasters of the Dragon Quest games. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 and 3 have remakes, and I want to play those because I did play Dragon Quest 1 on my own, and I think I beat 2 because I played it on my phone. But talk about games that would really benefit from playing a remaster, because then I think after that, after the first 3, 4 would have enough for me to want to just like fully jump in the franchise. But yeah, that might be you know, it would be outside the scope of the Halloween, but not like this is in the scope of the Halloween stuff. This is just, you know, I'm playing this because emotionally I'm very, I was gonna say fluid, but that's not really the right way to say it. My emotions are all over the place, so I just need to play something that like I can fully sink my mind and teeth into, that I enjoy, and that I'm not gonna like freak out on. I don't know what throws me off more, the slow songs or the fast ones. Because this is throwing me, this is probably the slowest song. Or the, you know, where the beats are the slowest. Oh, there we go, I did it, okay. Legend of the Heroes, is that just like, it's just like a regular RPG, right? It's not like a MMO or like a multiplayer online game, right? Oh shit, I never put our things on. I like the idea of stealing an item. Okay. Oh yeah, and then yeah, it's funny with Dragon Quest, because I did the same thing where I played it on my phone, like the official versions, and then I was like, these take, this is so, there's so much grinding, like it's just grind times 1,000, and so I went from playing the mobile version of 1, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I'll play it on my phone, but I'm gonna download the Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color version, because that's the one where I can speed stuff up. And so I did that, and then I believe I beat 2. And then, yeah, I was totally burned out, because I'm like, man, I don't want to fucking grind like this. I know when I played 11, grinding isn't nearly as necessary. You still have to do it, but it's like not in the same way as the early ones. Man, I'm surprised my wife hasn't gone to bed yet. My wife has really recently got into this YouTube channel that's like, it's a guy who has this giant terrarium and he calls it Pandora, and like it's super interesting because of the amount of animals or like bugs and creatures that he has living in his like giant ass terrarium, and he like it's very cinematic and very fun, but like utterly fascinating stuff. So she is like addicted to watching that. So that's why she's probably staying up later tonight. Also, tomorrow's Friday, but you know. Yeah, Dragon Quest XI is probably the best Dragon Quest game by like quite a bit. So if there was one that you were gonna like try to get into like that, that's probably what I'd recommend. But you know, it's really hey, I got a trophy. Achieved 100 perfect chains. Nice. Oops. All right, you dirty bitch. Let's go, Ultimacia. We'll see if I can actually beat her. Some of these... Lucis, did you end up beating like the whole, like you did every quest? Because man, some of them go and you hit the quest objective, I guess, you know what I mean? Yeah, I ended up doing all of them, and like some of them are just such a pain if you don't look up how to min-max the whole situation. But even then, you do still have to grind a lot. But even getting a character up 1 star level is like a huge pain, and finding enough power pluses is also a huge pain. Is this Ultimacia or is this not? They wouldn't have me face it this early on. This is a level 10 one. Oh, it was her. Okay, never mind. I was just... Sometimes you have to fight so many boss enemies and regular enemies before you can fight the main boss of the quest, and it like the Saber Sephiroth one where you have to fight the 4 Saber Sephiroths is like, that's probably the biggest pain in the ass one, as I recall. Oh yeah, there's one more. Let's just get 70%. Yeah. I'm shocked my wife hasn't texted me yet. You know, for me, I can easily get down rabbit holes and, you know, play a video game way too late, or like watch a show or like a YouTube video way too late. But I'm always shocked when my wife does the same thing, which is like, it feels a little hypocritical, but also like, she loves to sleep, so. When something is interesting her enough to not go to bed, it's like shocking. I know that you said you really liked the first Descendant, even though it seemed like the general consensus was, I don't know. You had a totally different opinion than anybody else I had heard, so I was like, it sounded interesting, but yeah, you know, any of those games that require a large amount of monetization, eventually they're gonna just like screw it up somehow, like Infinity Nikki. I don't know why they're all so gung-ho to make the players incredibly mad at them, but okay, I'm gonna have to go check on my wife to see if she that's really scummy. That's a lot more than normal scum. That's like real scum. Oh yeah, Adia. Yeah, so that was Ultimacia. Adia and Ultimacia. I think I remember Ultimacia having some pretty good magic attacks, but yeah, so I've cleared 1 through 8 plus the 7 series. Not all the quests are clear, but you know. All right, I'm gonna go check on my wife. I'll be right back. Yeah, that's, people love using AI for things that is absolutely unnecessary. Okay. Get myself all set up for EDF 6. Should not take me but just a moment. Do not switch. God, Discord is so fucking annoying. Like, I don't want to switch audio devices. Why would I'll manually do it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Voice connected? Okay. I think it is now. Alright. Arctic 5 chat. Oh no, you're good. I literally just got back, so. Okay. Okay. Game capture.
Hello, hello.
Hello, let me reduce the audio for Earth Defense Force.
That is exactly where I'm at right now. I think 16 seems like a good number. Back to title.
You must be signed into your Epic Games account to use the following online friending and online Epic game.
Oh no.
I don't think I don't care about having an Epic Games presence.
Oh, okay, thank God. Oh, thank God. I thought it was requiring us. I was like, oh, fuck.
I think it used to. And that was something I know there's a message that comes up and says like, hey, this is done. Oh, hey, you can do the online mission. How far did you get into? You did like the first 5?
Let me see. So, okay, I can create room. I made it to. I did literally the first 5. I'm on mission 6.
Okay, well, we'll just start on mission 6 then.
Man, you stopped at the most hilarious point because I looked at a list of the missions because I was curious as to how many there were, and apparently it's broken up into chapters. And you stopped at the very last one for the prologue.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was kind of feeling that it was somewhere around there. So, all right, but yeah, room name Zeramar. That's honestly, it's kind of. I don't know how y'all feel about it, honestly, because I'm thinking.
Feel about what?
That because in EDF 5, offline mode and online mode were separated,
Not connected.
Yeah, and now they are. So I don't know if I think if that's a bad or a good thing. I don't know. No.
Properties complete. So I don't know if these are official titles of chapters or not, but I found one thing interesting when I was looking through the chapters list of the game. Because like I said, it's like sectioned off where you're near the end of the prologue, and then there's like 5 other like quote unquote like acts or whatever. In the wiki I was looking at, they were labeled EDF 7 something.
Oh
EDF
no!
8.
Don't you already screwed yourself over.
Did I?
And I mean, you didn't really, but just don't think about it until we get there.
Gotcha. Also, have you heard how many missions there are? Because it's fucking insane.
I actually don't know that.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, you can tell me. I'm assuming it's like 130 or something like that, and then there's a couple
It's
DLCs.
It's just under 150 without DLC.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
So it's like 170-ish. It's like just shy of 170. I think it's like 145 without, and then 20 with the DLC, so 165-ish.
Well, then that'll give us plenty of content to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, it's interesting how Earth Defense Force does their whole thing, because I think I've said this before, but EDF 1, like EDF 1 and 2 follow the same storyline, EDF 3 and 4 follow the same storyline, then EDF 5 and 6 follow the same storyline, so they reset it every time.
Yeah, and what I'm kind of beginning to wonder is I'm beginning to wonder if you were correct but just misremembering about the time travel. I'm wondering if that happens like at the end of this one.
See, that's what you gotta be, don't, you know, this is one where you might actually be able to be spoiled, and I know you don't like to be spoiled, so.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm not gonna look into it. I'm just curious because like I can't help the fact that it's already been brought up.
I know. There's a Jacob Geller YouTube video that I watched that made me interested in playing EDF for the first time. So I sort of got spoiled. I don't really care about spoilers, so it doesn't really matter to me. But Thank
you for blowing that up. I was about to do that myself because I saw a weapon in there and I was like, I want it.
But yeah, I really like the like post-apocalyptic that we're not just immediately.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And I also like it's a minor jump, but I also like the immediate jump in stakes because it's not a jump from the end of 5. It's just a jump from the beginning of 5, if that makes sense. Because we were fighting frogs at the beginning of 6, and we didn't see frogs in 5 until like 20 missions in.
Yep.
So it's like we're already starting off with things we didn't get to till like the quarter point.
Yeah, and it, from the little bit that I've already played, it does escalate with new enemy types, and that rules. I don't know why I was worried. I was worried that they're like, oh, maybe we won't see a new enemy
we're just gonna cycle through what's already been done again, but with new layouts or some shit.
Yeah, so it gets really the little bit that I've played, which I mean I'm on mission 13, so I was like, okay, you know, I'll stop here because it seemed like a good stopping point, which obviously it was because the prologue was done then. But yeah, the story's ramped up compared to EDF 5, where it feels like, you know, there's a kaiju here, there's something there, you know, it's very minimal amount of story.
Yeah, this still seems minimal, but it seems just slightly above bare bones.
Yes, absolutely. And just having the post-apocalyptic Earth setting does a lot of legwork.
Honestly, to add to that, I think just having a game that is a direct sequel of gives it a lot more wiggle room. You don't have to do setup. We know what's going on. We get it.
Well, that was the interesting part about the prologue, is that, like, you know, there's the little intro cutscene or whatever that you do. But then after that, like, mission 1 is like, you're, again, like you said, you're fully fighting frogs. Like, you're in it. Like, it's just started. You're not fighting one type of ant and then slowly do 7-8 missions with that. Like,
and the fact that I think it was a mission before this, maybe 2 missions before this, but I think it was just the mission right before this one. We're fighting a fucking queen already? Like... Yeah, no, it's... Like, admittedly, we have a lot of backup, so it didn't really feel like a threat, but, like, still.
Yeah, it definitely... yeah, the escalation... It's nice to start off at such a high point, because then it's like, okay, well, where is this going to go from here, then? And then, again, a little bit I played has already escalated it by quite a lot. So.
Yeah. And I feel like the natural, like, early game escalation, at least, is going to be just... We're going to start getting less and less help, maybe?
Yeah.
Because, again, for that queen thing, we had so much help.
Yeah, because, like, you know, we're already at 10% of the planet there's only 10% of the population left, so, like, you know, if things escalate, it's just gonna get lower and lower, so... Which would still put us at, like, I don't know, like 600 million people, like...
Yeah, because we're almost at not that close, but I'm just gonna round up a lot. We're almost at 10 billion.
Yeah.
So 10% is just shy of 1 billion.
Which is still more than we had 100 years ago. I
Yeah.
think. I
Like,
think we had a billion.
that being said, I know we still need people to do stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
all the
like-
nuclear reactors will blow up. I mean, that's kind of the biggest issue.
Right. But I know we still need people to do stuff, but that being said, I do find it funny how at the beginning they're like, no civilian casualties. I'm like, those still exist? Civilians are a thing?
I think it's supposed to be a joke, but it's kind of hard to tell. Where they're like, or it seems almost like bleak, like extra bleak, where they're like, there's no civilian casualties, and it's like, yeah, I know you're doing the thing that you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to like report civilian casualties, but there's nothing here, man.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about there being nothing here. I just mean like in general, I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I feel like
yeah.
nobody's truly a civilian anymore. I feel like we all need combat training, literally every single one, even the kids to an extent. Maybe not as hardcore, but like you need to know how to use a gun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no one's really a civvy. Well, and it's funny too at the beginning where they're like, the one guy knows that you were like, and I like that our character is the character from EDF 5. Like,
Right, and I love how so far, at least where I was, our captain hasn't acknowledged that. He's like, you're all worthless.
Yep.
What have you guys done? You were a cook? Oh, you were a engineer? Ooh. I'm like, you didn't ask us.
Yep.
We could be like, we're the guy who blew up the fucking god. Like,
Yeah, we killed God. Excuse me. Excuse me. I murdered God. So like,
like, I will say that's the only complaint I have story-wise, and I don't care. Because,
Yeah.
like, it's not, the fucking story isn't the focus.
yep.
But just so it's said and on record, that's one complaint I have is the story is already kind of confusing to me on a minor nitpick level. It's like, oh yeah, remember me? I designed those weapons for you. I'm like, bitch, I don't. Who?
Who are you?
We
Yeah, we
never
weren't
met you.
able to buy weapons. We just picked them up off the ground. So
Yeah, like, bitch, I never met you. What are you talking about? You're a new character. What do you mean? Remember me? So
You
for a
give
brief second, I was
everyone
like,
oh, we got more.
oh no, not more.
Yeah, I also, how do you feel about the third weapon category?
I like it, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't really utilized it, but just the fact that it's there is nice, and it's not in a spot that feels awkward.
Yeah, I like that there are grenades, because I know there was sort of that in the other one, but the fact that like you can just having emergency grenades is nice, and I would really, if I get like a really powerful grenade, that could really get me out of a tough spot.
Yeah. And I thought that when you ran out, but no, they reload.
Yep. And yeah, it automatically reloads too, which is nice.
Yeah. I think the only difference is between that and a gun is you have to use all of them before they reload. I
Yep.
don't think there's a reload button.
Correct. Yeah.
And then I can't do it now because I only had level 12 ones, probably from my DLC I had. Oh, bees.
Yep.
But the support items, I like that they're on X.
Yes.
That seems nice. I do like the button layout. Like I
Yeah.
said, the only real gameplay mechanic nitpick I have is just that I don't like that the run doesn't stop on its own when you stop trying to run.
Yeah, and I wish that the vaulting happened automatically with it. I don't
Oh,
know if
that's
you've
fair.
noticed that. That like,
Yeah,
you,
it'll
if,
vault when you walk, which is
Yeah.
another good new mechanic. By the
yeah,
way.
it's great. That's also enemy corpses are weightless. So
Thank fucking God.
That was
'Cause I
one
got
that-
so tired.
oh my god, it's so, and just those little things. It's like, oh yeah, this goes from being like it goes to being exactly what I want.
Yeah, like I feel like if they make a 7, which I'm sure they probably will, question mark.
Or whichever one they end up making after this.
I'm sure they'll fix even more shit, and that's great. Like,
Yeah.
this is enough to give me like actual faith in the franchise because I only had the one game to go off of, so I'm like, I don't know, maybe they're iffy.
Yeah, the only other one that I would say would be an interesting one to play post EDF 5 would be, God, what is it? World Defense Brothers or whatever it's called. It's like a pixel-esque, kind of looks like Roblox a little bit. I played a little bit.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of fun, but the voices, it's unfortunate that you'll have to like mute part of the game audio because they're like, it just constantly does that thing where it's like, shooting now, this is my shot, you know, just says stuff like that.
It's like JRPG characters announcing their attacks all the time.
All the time, yeah.
I'm like, that's the best equivalent I can give for that.
Yes.
Based off.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, very briefly, back on the story nitpick I had, because of that character, I very briefly was like, wait, are we not the same guy from last time? Because I don't know you. Like, what are you saying to me?
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
There we go. Bobbin.
Oh yeah, what are you using?
I just switched over to a PA11 LS. I had a Minion Buster, so I'm giving it a shot.
I was considering that too, but I was like, I don't know. The Minion Busters, it's fucking doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. I just figured since I've already done a few of these levels, that I'm like, well, I might as well give it a shot.
Fuck. So I decided to treat myself a little bit yesterday, just like do like a mental pick me up. I was like, I have money, let me treat myself a little bit to get me out of my funk. I bought the Eorzean encyclopedias for Final Fantasy 14.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're so good. They are so fucking neat.
I always see them at Barnes and Noble when I look at like the video game guides, and I'm like, man, I would really need to. I don't know how I'm gonna find time to play FF14 unless I like get a job where like I'm literally just monitoring stuff, you know, and then I don't need to actually, which is honestly not that unlikely in my line of work, but like.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think I brought this up before, but yeah, if after we finish our EDFs, if you want to, maybe the Tales game too, at least Graces, if you're still down for that. Yeah. When we finish EDF 6, maybe after we finish those two, I'd be down to replace those sessions with Final Fantasy 14 sessions.
Oh, yeah, me. Yeah, I know. The problem with Final Fantasy 14 is that I want to do the MSQ before I do the other stuff. I know that you can assist me, especially with flying cars, which is very nice, and I like that a lot. I just hope it's not boring for you.
I don't mind it. It's completely fine.
Okay.
Like, I am one of those people where when I love something, I am absolutely down to just help people get through the thing, so I have people to talk to about the thing.
Fair enough. I love that I just am destroying the remaining, like, buildings.
Not the guys being like, oh, the city's so beautiful, and us being like, man, let's start over.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta destroy the hives. Little hives. I also like that, again, you know, we're going a little bit on this story, but I like that they're like, oh yeah, the aliens are all gone, but, you know, the giant bugs that obviously they'd still just be able to reproduce without aliens being there.
And that makes sense, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. I appreciate somebody thinking.
I appreciate the thought that you thunk.
Yep. Because there wasn't a lot of thought. I mean, there was a little bit of thought in the last one, but it didn't really come about until, I don't know, 100.
Like the 3/4 point, maybe?
Yeah.
I'd say just a little bit before they actually mentioned the egg-shaped ship or whatever.
Yeah, like right or almost around when God is brought up, but like not exact. Yeah, just a little bit before that. That giant mission where we killed like the 10 kaijus, like, or more than that. Yeah.
I think a fun new enemy to bring in would be, and watch this happen and me feel like a fucking pre-watcher or whatever the fuck. But I feel like it'd be fun to bring in more like lizard type, reptilian type enemies.
Yeah, I don't know
Like,
what's all brought in, so I can
yeah,
see
'cause,
that.
like, I wouldn't even see that if they didn't have other enemies besides bugs, but they do have other enemies besides bugs. So I'm like,
Yeah, because they got the frogs. Then we have amphibians, but yeah, we could.
'cause
I would
I'd
love
like
a
to
dragon. That'd be crazy.
that would be sick. Maybe a dragonfly.
Yeah, there you go.
Watch them be like, the dragon's coming with no context, and then
Yeah.
we're all hype, and then it's just a dragonfly.
It's just a dragonfly. That would absolutely be something that they would do.
Oh god.
Gotta blow
Sweet.
up the nest.
I see another one off in the distance. I see two more off in the distance. I'm just gonna shoot from here. We're still at that point in the game where I'm not really worried about taking damage.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure that'll change in like 20 missions, but
yeah. There's I was gonna say not really damage, but it feels more menacing. It feels like you gotta dodge more in just a couple missions ahead of this one, so you gotta use like maybe not a lot of strategy, you just gotta think on your feet instead of like what I'm doing, which is just running into the middle of them and just shooting.
I mean, I'm not doing much different.
Yep. Is there a nest on this side?
I killed one. I think I'm looking at the last one.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, the minion buster
Okay, I need to get health.
definitely the better of the two guns. Oh yeah. Go get health, man.
That's fine. There's probably some lying around where you're at. I see a bunch of green on the way to you. Okay, I think I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, there's one more nest, actually. I just saw the one that you blew up. There's one more. I was blowing it up, but I had to get away to get health.
Yeah.
It's off to the right. I don't know which direction you're looking at, but
Yeah, the compass is a little better, but it still doesn't have like an NS. I was gonna say NSFW. I'm like, those aren't the directions. That's pornography.
thinking about something else.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see the nest. Okay. Or I thought I did. There's another nest there.
Should be almost dead. There we go. I was like, I've been working on it for a while. I'm sure it's.
Almost. Oh no, there's another one right next to it.
Oh really? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up straight up on it because I want health, and also I think I saw weapons drop. And also, my minion buster's probably better off anyways
All right.
than the rocket launcher.
It should be destroyed.
It is.
There we go.
I also love how we start off with a broken weapon.
Yeah, again, just a little, that little bit of storytelling, just to put it, I don't know what I just said, the little bit of storytelling does a lot for me.
Yeah, the only thing they could have done that I would have appreciated better, and I get why they didn't, this isn't a knock against them, this is just like a personal, like, hope of mine, is, again, I love games that pick up directly, even gameplay-wise,
yeah.
where the last game did. So I would have loved it if we were using weapons that were as strong as the end of EDF 5, and it just kept amping.
Yeah, that would be, especially if we were able to bring over our saves, that would have been pretty sick.
Oh yeah, because based off what I said about Legendary Heroes, or Legend of Heroes, I love when games let you bring over saves.
Yeah, it's so satisfying.
And that's why I this is kind of silly to say, I think, based off what I just said, but if you're not going to do what I said, I really love when you do something like Kingdom Hearts, where they at least have a valid reason, an in-universe explanation as to why not.
Yeah, like very similar to Metroid.
Yeah. Because I think literally every Kingdom Hearts game explains why you're not as OP as you were in the last game. Even the side games, I think.
Yeah, because you're not always playing as like regular Sora.
And even when you are, there's a reason why Sora isn't as strong. Because like Cage 1 to Chain of Memories, you lose your memories in the castle, and then you have to lose those memories to get them back in 2.
Yep.
And then in Birth by Sleep, you're not playing Sora. 358 over 2 days, you're not playing Sora. Dream Drop Distance, I think they tell you that you have to relearn. So I think it's not that you don't know all the things, it's that you have to start over. Just because like you need to learn the proper way to fight.
Yeah, that's like the whole thing that you're supposed to be doing. I don't know why I picked the broken PA-11. Whoops, I meant to pick the Minion Buster. Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, it's like, okay, you're gonna start from scratch because you're supposed to be a Keyblade master and not just some kid swinging a fucking giant key around.
Yeah, and I think the explanation from Dream Drop to 3 is that because of what happened with you almost getting turned into a Nort, I think you have to start over again.
Yes, yeah.
Because other than that, I can't think of another reason why.
Yeah, which might be the flimsiest one of them, but also
because cough cough Terra, cough cough.
Yeah. So yeah, Terra fucking could have used a debuff a little bit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like, oh, I almost got Norded, so I had to forget everything. Meanwhile, Terra, who has been Norded, and is like, buddy, I'm fine. Like,
yeah, I'll be really interested, you know, in 12 years when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out. What will be the scenario, or what they'll say is the difference, because I mean he is in a different reality, like literally. So
yeah, and I would even accept the basic bitch lazy answer, which is just, well, I think in the trailer they're like, you were asleep for 7 days or something. It's like maybe just the entering of the new world from yours and being in like a coma for 7 days.
Yeah, he did die too, which you know, like he like fully died. So, but you know, whatever death is in the Kingdom Hearts universe.
Yeah, like.
Can't believe I grabbed the wrong gun. Jiminy crickets.
I also like the way armor works more in this. I like the way they show it at the end. It's a very minor thing, but
yeah, I'm trying to remember if I've even noticed.
They show it alongside your weapon grabs.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you got 12 armor. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, I really like the damage counter. I think that gives you such a good idea if you're actually hitting somebody.
Fair, yeah, I forgot about that. The numbers that pop up in the bottom right over your weapon.
Yep, because that was not in 5. Seems like a very easy, it's something that should have been in there. There's a lot of stuff in 5 that's now in 6. It's like, huh, this should have been in there.
You easily could have added that.
Especially for like
seems
a
like pretty obvious thing.
2019 game.
Yeah, and again, it seems like a very obvious thing. It's like, you could have easily had this. Like, you can't tell me that nobody who tested this game was like, you know what?
And especially, like, I understand, and there's I'm sure there's a thesis or a research paper on this exact subject in, like, a film student's viewpoint or whatever. But how bad, if you're gonna make something intentionally campy, how bad should it be able to be without like losing the effect?
Yeah, it's like, how dumb can the game be before it's too dumb? And I don't mean story-wise.
Yeah. It's like a very interesting philosophical question, because like I think I have a much different threshold than other people, especially when it comes to movies, where I'm like, if a movie is doing something that I think is interesting, but is like, for the most part, super dumb, but it's like just doing a couple weird things, I'm super on board. Like, it does not take me much. But maybe games are the best example, where like, because you spend so much time in it, that
I think it's also a matter of it still has to feel good.
yeah.
Like you're not you're. It's a different kind of feeling, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're not feeling what the movie is doing. Like you don't have to control it.
Yeah, true. You do have to watch
So you're just
it,
a passive observer.
which sometimes can be a lot if you're watching a movie that you really don't give a shit about. Because, like, I guess I would try to think of like a recent movie that I would consider campy. I'm sure I could come up with an example, but say something that like is campy but is, you know, a little hard to watch versus like watching the new Jurassic World or whatever. Like, I would die sooner than actually sit down and watch all the Jurassic World films.
Yeah, I liked the first one. I didn't love it. I liked it. It was okay. It was good. And then as soon as I found out they were not going to let that die, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go again. And now there's what, 4 of them?
5, I think.
Yeah. Oh God. And that's
I
like,
was even kind of okay with the second one, but then when they were like, and now it's Jurassic World truly, because now they're everywhere, I was like, oh, yeah, you ruined it. You took it too far. You jumped the shark.
yeah, and it's one of those things too that knowing ahead of time that there's like several more movies makes it worse, which that's too bad.
I'm not gonna lie. I think for me, this is a difference of opinion or a difference of I don't know the word for it, but I'll just stick with opinion. Like, I think it actually makes it better, but I'm still not into it. I'm still not into it. Because at least now I don't have to, like, later on have that ruined where it's like, oh, cool, they're doing a couple more. It's like, oh, you went too far. At least now I go in knowing you're going to go too far, so now it's on me.
Yeah, and for me, I think that the things that Jurassic World did. God, what is a movie? There's a movie I watched. Oh, right. I was trying to think of a movie that gave me the same feeling that I recently watched, and that was Prometheus. Because that movie does a couple interesting things, but the most interesting stuff that it would have done is like in the deleted scenes.
I hate that.
Yeah. There's like, that movie is fucking nuts, and people gave it like 8s and 9s out of 10 when they watched it, and I'm flabbergasted.
By the way, have you seen the new Superman?
No, I still need to watch it. I've heard it's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I've heard people complain, and the people who complain, I'm like, listen,
the people who complain that I've heard of are maybe a little too dick sucking on Israel's, you know.
Yeah, well, and even regardless, like just like the actual complaints about like not the political stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, but I love the Snyder stuff. I'm like, listen. I'm not saying you can't like them, but I am saying that if you like those and you don't like these, like you don't even like them, it's not a matter of like, oh, I like them both, but I like the Snyder ones better. If you like the Snyder ones, but you don't like these, you just don't like Superman.
Yeah, you don't like the concept of Superman. He's a Boy Scout. Like that's supposed to.
Yeah,
he's supposed
like,
to want to save
the
everybody.
Snyder Superman is not Superman.
It's like Ultimate Superman
like
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like the darker version.
Yeah, like, again, I'm not saying you can't like it. I'm not trying to gatekeep the enjoyment.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that is not traditional Superman. You don't like Superman. You like that version of Superman.
Nothing is funnier than like the 2000s being like, what if we took a superhero and made it super fucked up? And it's like, that's like almost every 2000s superhero movie.
Because like my thing with the Zack Snyder Superman movies, and all the Zack Snyder movies really, but specifically the Superman one is where this current nitpick I'm about to bring up is going to be. I don't even mind that he killed somebody. I mind that he killed somebody in his first movie.
Yeah, it wasn't like a build up, like well, and it brings up, you know, well, I guess I didn't watch all of them, so I don't know. Does he, in the movie, is he like, okay, now I'm fine with killing any villain, or is it just like that one villain he needed to kill?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I only watched the first of the Superman movies from Zack Snyder,
Okay.
so I'm not gonna. That's just a critique on the first one. I'm not trying to like rip into all of them. I stopped watching them because I realized that I found the Zack Snyder movies boring.
I watched Batman vs Superman, the Riff Tracks version, so I have a slight memory of what that movie's about, and it's really not good.
Yeah, I watched that. I didn't watch. Was there even a second Superman movie? I don't even remember.
There was the Justice League movie. I couldn't tell you.
I know I watched the Batman v Superman. I know I watched Superman or Man of Steel or whatever it was. I know I watched the first Wonder Woman.
Kal-El, no.
I think I watched the Aquaman movie. I don't remember.
There's 2 Aquaman movies. I know that.
Well, then I would have watched the first one. But yeah, like I know I didn't watch everything though. Like I did not watch the Justice League.
Well, they were so like. I feel like he just didn't have a grand vision in the way that maybe James Gunn seems to, or like he had a vision where he knew that he wanted to get them all together and make a Justice League, but they had to fit in his universe, which is like not true to a lot of the characters' personalities, like Superman probably being the best example, and that like Batman isn't like just some asshole. Like he doesn't just hate Superman. Like that's not
right. And I was willing to give the Batman character, not James Gunn, Zack Snyder's version of Batman. I was willing to give him a bit of a break compared to Superman, because Superman, it seemed relatively like, if I remember correctly, he was a relatively new hero.
Yes, and Batman was already like supposed to be, but with Batman v Superman, which is the only time, well, and then Justice League, but he never got his own individual one because.
But I was willing to give him a break because he was a veteran. I was like, okay, we don't know what this Batman's been through, but like when you start off Superman at the start, I'm like, he has to be baseline Superman. You can't just make him something else without character development.
He wouldn't save his dad?
Right, yeah, no, fuck off.
That was like so confusing. You see the big old circle in the sky? Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, I don't like what you did with Superman. And it's not because you made him dark, because I love Injustice, I think is what it's called. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not that I have a problem with dark Superman. It's just the fact that you didn't earn it, in my opinion.
Well, and especially like, at least from what I've seen, a little bit of clips of the Superman movie, the new one, is that he's already pre-established, right? Like that's kind of
he's 30 years old.
Yeah,
he's our age.
Like we're post Smallville, you know? Like
because like the beginning, they have like a sort of a countdown. It's like 30 years ago, Krypton blew up and they sent their son. 3 years ago, he became a hero, like that kind of thing. I'm not going to go into all the spoilery stuff, but that's literally the very beginning, like the Star Wars scroll thing.
We all know the backdrops for the majority of these superheroes. We don't need Batman's parents being murdered again. Like, we fucking get it.
Yeah, it's like when I was very glad that the current iteration of Spider-Man skipped over Uncle Ben dying. I was like, we get it, we know, thank you. Yeah,
which, like, the animated one, obviously, because it took the story in a different direction, it needed that specifically, but the, you know, Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse, and like how it plays up into the overall story. But yeah, no, I'm super on that level of please just show me the action, show me the actual fun part about the superheroes, which is them like fighting bad guys or whatever.
I do think we're getting to a point where if we ever do make another Spider-Man or Batman movie, I do think we will need to see that scene again.
There is another Spider-Man movie coming out.
Well, I mean, like, another...
iteration? Yeah.
Because, like, I think now it's been long enough since we've seen it in a movie to where there's a lot of new generation kids that may not have been exposed.
That... I get where you're coming from. I guess it depends on what they want to do. Because, you know, something that they could do is if they did a different version of Spider-Man and then introduce the saga where Mary Jane gets murdered, because that's like a really interesting, you know, there's things that they could specifically adopt or adopt.
That's right.
Adapt.
That's
Adapt.
I didn't,
yeah.
yeah, I didn't think about it that way at first, but now I'm thinking about it based off what you just said. I guess like they still did the Uncle Ben thing with the new Spider-Man. They just did it through Aunt May.
Yeah.
Because she's the one who gave him the message in the third movie.
I haven't watched. I'm so out. I'm like kind of speaking very tangentially on the superhero stuff because I got superhero fatigue like post Avengers. Like post the first Avengers, I was like, all right,
really?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm wanting to get back into it, but my burnout point was just the end of basically the story they came in clearly wanting to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Thanos stuff. Once the Thanos stuff was over, I gave it a try, but the new phase after that was so bad, aside from like 2 movies.
Well, and it seems like what you should do is just look for the good ones and then watch like a YouTube video that just explains what happened in between.
I just noticed the things in the sky.
Yep. Because like, you know, why you don't have to watch every season of or like Red Hulk or whatever. Like that's not important.
And it's so funny because I think the TV shows that came out with the phase I'm complaining about, I think they were good, but the movies were so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think the TV shows were still, I say good, but let me just immediately contradict myself. I think they were bad, but they were a different kind of bad. They were the bad where I'm like, oh no, there was definitely something here. Whereas the movies are like, no, you didn't have anything.
It doesn't, because they don't want to adapt an open and shut story. You know that they're like setting stuff up, which is like that kind of sucks, you know? Like that kind of defeats the whole purpose. Like that's why Iron Man 1 is so good.
And that circling.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, that's it. That was pretty much my point. Yeah.
But yeah, circling back on that exact thing, that's kind of my issue with the Zack Snyder movies, is it just seemed like they wanted to do the Avengers, but without doing the proper setup. They were just like, these guys. Anyways, Avengers, assemble.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's, I believe in James Gunn. I haven't seen Peacekeeper. That's probably one of the only other ones that I would have been interested to watch.
My fiance just tried to watch that today, and it's good. It's good. We only watched 1 episode together. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't like cringe humor. It's got a lot of cringe humor.
Oh, well, there you go.
And I'm like, it's good, just not for me.
Probably the only, I'm trying to think of the only superhero stuff that I have watched, and the Harley Quinn animated show.
It's so good.
It's so good. I haven't seen the newest season, so
I'm currently trying to watch the Suicide Squad Isekai.
Oh yeah, I've heard okay things about that.
I've only seen 2 episodes. It's okay. Yeah, that's about accurate.
Well,
like I'm not gonna sit here and suck and stick. Like,
yeah. No, that's you know that's a lot of superhero stuff. Is that like it? You know, if we didn't have, like, if my wife and I didn't have very specific sort of a taste level for a lot of media, like, it would be, you could watch, like, superhero stuff instead of, like, Love Island. Like, I imagine for a lot of people, that's just what it is, that it's just like, oh, I just have it on in the background, kind of scroll my phone, you know, and mine is just a little, the stuff that I like to watch is just a little different than that for my, I don't even want to say crap, but you know, the stuff you don't have to pay a lot of attention to.
Things that you can just turn off your brain and just enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, it does, and that's what I hate when people like treat it like slop. I'm like, it is. I'm not going to deny it's slop, but like, don't treat that like a bad thing.
No, slop can be, I mean, that can be the best stuff. Like, that's.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we need to make sure we're still putting out actual, like, quote unquote high cinema. We still need that because we need critical thinking. We do, but like, it's fine. It's fine to just have some slop here and there.
No, slop is, Liddy says slop is bad, so let's. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Liddy, that slop can be a very generic term, especially on like TikTok and stuff, where people will just say anything is slop, like everything is brain rot, even if it's just like a mid-show. Like,
yeah, and to be fair, like, to me, slop isn't a bad word, so I'm calling it slop. Like, people who treat it like a bad word, they do overuse it because it's not a bad thing.
yeah,
It's only a bad thing. Like, if I think something's bad, I don't even call it slop. I just call it, like, brain rot. Like you said, brain rot is a word I would go to. Like, because that is bad. Like, it's just rotting your goddamn brain.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, and at least here, when we lose a person, it says the difficulty's adjusted, so we don't have to, like you were doing with the fifth one, where you're like, let's just re-enter.
Yes, yeah, no, it did it pretty instantaneously.
Let's go.
Is
Yeah,
it
like,
like usual opponents? Yeah,
But
go
yeah,
ahead.
when I think something's actually bad, brain rot. When I think it's just dumb fun, slop.
Yeah, yeah, it can. Yeah, I mean, to me, brain rot is like just sitting and watching Instagram Reels or TikToks or Facebook Shorts or whatever. Like, that's brain rot, and I don't think any of it's really good. You know, sometimes you'll have one out of 50 that are like, oh, this is really funny, but like, was it worth it?
Yeah, see, my reasoning for having brain rot be the bad thing, because I think Liddy, if I understand what they're saying, I think Liddy's saying that they would just swap the words, but they agree with what I'm saying. They think slop is the bad one and brain rot's the good one. And I'm not coming at Liddy, to be clear. Like, it's such a minor thing. I don't give a shit. Also, these things are weird.
Yeah.
My reason is because when I think brain rot, I think it's like the word itself, it's rotting your brain, which means it's lowering your fucking brain activity.
Yeah, like your
as
cognitive
you speak.
abilities. Yeah.
Whereas slop doesn't necessarily have that connotation to me.
I think that use the term real good, that's not bad. My stance on the whole like brain rot, or the stuff that I'm willing to watch that I think is oh shit, Okami's been knocked out. Are you over by him? Is that something you could revive him?
I could try.
But
They kind of got swarmed, so I'm trying to get over to them without.
yeah, I'm trying to distract him. So this is what I was saying, is that this is the point where you kind of have to like pay attention a little bit to what's going on.
I was trying not to get swarmed, but
Yeah, but what I was going to say about the whole brain rot slop thing is that like I don't think you can enjoy something, and this might be really controversial, I actually don't know, but I don't think you can enjoy something ironically, genuinely. I think you just enjoy it, and you just try to find a way to justify something that you think that other people think is bad.
I can agree with that.
And that, I think, is where a lot of people come in. They're like, oh, it's just brain rot, it's just trash. And it's like, no, man, you just like it, and that's okay. Like, you can just...
Oh, motherfucker.
How the hell did you get knocked out?
I blew myself up. I was trying to blow a planet
you.
to get to an item.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was a health, and it is, so I'm stealing that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that people just need to be more genuine. And then, you know, a lot of it's teenagers too. You know, I haven't been a teen in a long time, so.
Yeah, what you just described, I think, about the whole liking something ironically thing, that commentary you just had, I think I like to, I've said something similar before to somebody, I can't remember who, but I think what I told them is, this is why the term guilty pleasure exists.
Yeah, like that's it's a very specific thing. Like, yeah, I feel guilty about something that gives me pleasure, and maybe feeling guilt is what gives you pleasure. You know, a lot of people like that. So maybe they just want to be shamed.
I think that is the word people are really looking for, at least usually. Maybe there is an exception to the rule we just said about the liking something ironically. I'm not going to say there's not. I'm not nuanced enough to know. But I think guilty pleasure is the word most people are actually looking
meaning
for.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
it's like, oh, I feel bad about liking it, but I like it.
Yeah, because when I think of brain rot, I think of this stuff that's like AI slop tube, whatever, for like Facebook moms, and like, because they don't they don't know that they like it. Like, it actually is destroying their brain as they're watching it. And I think that's like real brain rot, where like if you don't have the cognitive ability already to tell what is and isn't reality, I don't know if you should be watching that kind of content. You know, like that is gonna hurt your brain. And that's why, like, children and stuff, like, it's something that we should combat. But yeah, I think too many people associate brain rot with things that guilty pleasure. Here's my thesis.
I like when we have these kinds of conversations, because like they're fun and they're actually somewhat intellectual. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, they're so highbrow.
No, I mean, you know, I think from what I see on a lot of modern discussion when it comes to, like, at least all I see are really YouTube channels, so, you know, not everybody on YouTube is like, not every oh god
damn these things.
Yeah, they swarm you. But not every YouTube video is like, you'll sometimes, I'll catch YouTube peeps like just giving wrong information, like just blatantly. And, you know, I'm like, it's just a YouTube video. This isn't hopefully something that somebody's referencing for the rest of their life, or if they do, you know, it's harmless.
Yeah, that's why I try to watch, if it's something informative, I try to only watch people who put their sources on screen.
Yeah,
absolutely. While they're talking.
Absolutely.
Like, if it's not informative, whatever, I don't.
Yeah.
But like, I was watching a video talking about the Israeli-Palestine conflict, and I was like, I wouldn't be watching this if there wasn't sources actively being portrayed on screen as they talk.
Yeah, especially if it's something that's pro-Israel, because the situation there is, we're at a point where they're just committing. I mean, the Lindsay Ellis video was really good that she just posted about the whole situation, and that, like, I don't know, we don't need to get into that, but like, it's it's definitely something where you need to watch informed people who do not have biases.
It was so funny too. Before watching the new Superman movie, I was like, okay, I firmly believe some of the things I'm hearing about it. I don't believe everything I'm hearing about it. And then I watched it, I was like, oh no, everything I heard about it, as far as like what it's doing, I was like, oh yeah, no, that's all correct. Like,
yeah.
As far as whether it's good or bad, that's a matter of opinion. But I was like, as far as what it's doing, I was like, oh no, it's absolutely doing what it's saying.
Yeah, that's what the movie is trying to portray.
Talking about Palestine and Israel. There's no way you can convince me otherwise.
Yeah, and that's why Ben Shapiro is like, this movie is evil. So, you know, you don't want to be on the side of Ben Shapiro on anything. Never.
Yeah,
if you're on the same side as Ben Shapiro and Donald Trump, maybe be like, why is this happening?
yeah, no. Oh, God. Same thing with Andrew Tate.
Oh, my God. If you're on the same side... I'm not going to say Matt Rife is harmless, but he's definitely just like a grifter, which...
Yeah.
I mean, not that Andrew Tate isn't, but he's also like a sex trafficker.
Yeah, no. Like,
and he's like a convicted sex trafficker, too. Like, he's... good in prison.
Yeah, but remember, we don't care about convictions. This is America.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. Our president has 50,000 felonies, and he's a rapist, and he won't release the Epstein files. It's all... We live in the best timeline.
I just love... I'm not going to go deep into this, because we could talk about this forever, and I think we have talked about this before, but I love how he treats us like we're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of us are, but...
I mean, like, he knows his base, man. He definitely knows his base, which is like...
It's like, oh yeah, we have the Epstein list. The Epstein list is a hoax made up by the left. It's like, you just said.
This is one of the reasons that people voted for you, is that you said you would release it. And he's like, no, I didn't. You dreamed that up.
Fake news.
Oh, God. DG long range hand grenade. Ooh, I got a new kind of hand grenade.
Is it a holy hand grenade of Antioch?
Holy hand grenade of Antioch. All right.
Count 2, 3. Not 1, not 2. 4 is right out.
Yeah, Liddy, we're all so stupid, man. The people you gotta watch out for is the person that says, "Oh, I'm not stupid. I know everything." That's the type of person you gotta be like, "Well,
Yeah.
you're probably the biggest idiot in the room."
Yeah, I call myself an informed idiot.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Because
like I'm dumb, but I know things.
Yeah.
Like,
like
I know what's happening.
I'm an evolved monkey. Like that's, I don't want to pretend that there's something different going on here. Like,
Yeah, like I know what's happening, but that doesn't mean I like have the answers. That doesn't mean I know better than everybody else. I'm still dumb. I just have more base knowledge.
Yeah.
That is it.
absolutely. And you just got to be, obviously you
I'm
can
gonna-
inform people if something, because if I was saying something incorrect that like, and you had a educated opinion on it, I would want you to say like, oh no, that's not actually the case.
So
I
they
mean,
have to
obviously-
want it.
Yeah, obviously that happens with like video games where I'm like, I misremember stuff constantly in character names, and it's like, oh yeah, just tell me if I'm wrong. Like that's fine, but there are some, everyone has their own subjects which they excel in, that's obviously where like autism, I was gonna say where autism shines, but I don't know if that's the right way to put it.
But yeah, just some people, man. I can't. Salt of the earth. Salt of the earth.
Yep, and but the more confident you are, the dumber you probably are, and that's why you can convince other dumb people that, you're correct.
Oh, and again, without spoiling too much, and like, I know you're a little bit more lax on spoilers than I am, but without giving too much away about the Superman movie, I think my favorite thing about it is that it did what I usually like about Superman. Like, I'm not saying they never treat Lois Lane like a damsel in distress, but I do think Lois, at least as far as like love interests for superheroes go, I think she usually plays an important role in a lot of story arcs she's involved in, outside of just being a damsel in distress. Like, she's not even always the damsel in distress, but like, even when she is, she's usually done something important.
Yeah, and she should.
Yeah,
do something
and they,
important.
because like a lot of love interests, I feel like are just, oh yeah, they're there.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
They
That's
got saved again.
men
That
writing
sure
women,
happened.
the classic. I mean, that's one of the big issues with. Oh no, I forgot his name. Not James Gunn. Who just made the last Superman? Zack Snyder. Yeah, is that like I'm pretty sure hates women so much. Like I mean, there's a Lindsay Ellis video on this, but that boy do not know women very well, and the only women that he can comprehend are his mommy, because in that movie Batman versus Superman, where like Superman says out of nowhere, save Martha. And then he's like,
Did you say Martha?
that's my mom's name. Oh, we can be friends now, we got the same mommy name. It's like, wow, man.
And like, I think there's a way to write that where it works. That was not it.
That was not it.
Because like, I get what he was probably trying to go for. I think he was trying to go for like, that's what humanized him.
Yeah, but
Like, you needed to do so much more than that.
well,
You-
it's
you
funny
did not earn
because
that.
it puts the situation that men cannot humanize each other if they're in the middle of war, and only woman will give a man enough empathy to like respect their another
Yeah.
man. I don't know. It's a very
Like, I do think there's a way to do it, but the writing wasn't nuanced enough to come off any other way than
and
that.
I don't know if there is a movie that he's directed where I would say the writing is nuanced.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stylized? Awesome. I
sorry.
watched Watchmen. I liked it when I was 16 because I read the comic. Thinking about it now, though, maybe they stylized the violence a little too much. And it sort of defeats the purpose.
And, yeah, just, like, I was going to say something and I fucking forgot, but god damn it. Oh, well, it's fine. I'll remember later. If I don't, it must not have been important. Oh, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of You know, and it's funny too. I mean, this is like really getting in the weeds about it, but like, I feel like I wouldn't have as many problems with a lot of the male directing situation and like the way that men tell stories if just women got more opportunities to tell. Like, I would love to see a woman directed Spider-Man, or you know, like just a
see
different
what they would do
perspective.
with it.
Yeah, like maybe they would give Mary Jane like a fun role or whatever, you know, like, or Gwen Stacy, or I don't know. I didn't watch the new Spider-Man movie, so I don't know what Zendaya actually does in them, but
I just like to point out to people that some of my favorite animes, and some of them are shonen, I think. Like, I think Full Metal Alchemist is considered shonen.
yep.
But, like, some of my favorite animes written by women.
Yep. And that's, but it's funny too, because it feels like even having to say it out loud feels like it just kind of sucks, because it's like I just want all of my I want all media to be at least 50-50. Well, you know, 40-40, and then trans and intersex, and you know, all the other folks.
Yeah, and to be clear to anybody, like, I'm sure Zeramar knows I wasn't trying to say this, like, to be clear to anybody else, I'm not trying to like be like, oh yeah, it was good for a woman. That's not it. I'm just like, I feel like we need to give them more of a chance than we fucking do.
Absolutely. And you know, there'll be a woman directed movie, because there's a podcast that I have been like really laxing on podcasts lately, and I don't know if it's just because of YouTube or whatever, but there's a podcast that I really like called Blank Check, where they go through.
Oh, I've heard. I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's where they go through. It's two folks. One of them is a film critic at the Atlantic, and the other one, he doesn't really act anymore, but he's basically like an autistic guy for movies, and he's in a couple movies. But they go through directors' filmographies, especially ones that are prolific and eventually were able to get a blank check to be able to make a movie that was like wholly their own. You know, the whole like, oh, you do 2 for the studio and then you get 1 for yourself, you know? And so like they cover
kind
the
of like
entire filmography for those people.
Yeah. Kind of like how, except they got screwed over, kind of like how the people who did a lot of the best Disney movies and they just wanted to make fucking Treasure Planet, and then they got allowed to make Treasure Planet, but instead of getting a blank check, they were completely screwed over. It just was like, yeah.
And so the amount of women directors, or the odds that a woman director, if she did get a blank check and then it like didn't, you know, if she made a movie for $100 million that she wanted to make, and then it only made 180 million or whatever at the box office, the odds that she will be allowed to make another movie is like very, very low. And it's just so embarrassing that like this is the society that we live in. And like, man, we were just trying to get some stuff for like gay people and like trans people, and now like there are so many articles I see where people get duped, but I understand why they're getting duped. That people are like, oh, women aren't going to have the right to vote in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to go that far, but they are making it more difficult for married women to vote. Like, it's not impossible, but it is a lot more difficult.
Yes, and that's the part where I'm like, damn.
Like, you're sprinkling a little truth in there with a lot of misinformation.
Yeah, and then they put an AI video of Trump signing something like that into law. But like, man, I don't even know if I want to say that we got a good run at it, like, before we slid fully back into fascism.
Because, like, I think, and this is just me, like, trying to remember the specifics, so nobody take this as gospel unless Zeramar knows for a fact. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's it. But, I think the thing with the woman voting issue right now is that I think it's the real IDs or something. I think you have to, like, your name has to match your birth certificate.
Yep.
And it's like,
which is insane.
Oh, well, I'm married now and took my husband's name, so...
Absolutely insane. Like, makes no sense at all. Like, restricting voting even slightly is, like, so evil.
Why?
Also,
but I know.
Liddy, yeah, I mean, at this point, if I was a woman, I probably wouldn't marry a man. I'd probably be like, no, we can, like, hang out, and, you know, live together, but getting married, I don't know about that. It really hasn't convinced me.
I don't know how many people believe me when I run into randos online and I say this, because I'm sure this seems maybe sarcastic coming from a random guy on the internet. But like anytime I come across like 4B content, I'm like, no, seriously, like go for it. Like,
yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah, like
I'm like, that's easy to say as a man who already has like a partner in my life, but like, yeah, no, absolutely go for it. Like, fuck us. Like,
yeah,
not in a fun way. Fuck us.
No, I'm 100% with you, because it's like, it's so
like we've shown as a collective, like not literally all of us, but like a fair amount of us, more than a fair amount of us, have shown we just don't care about you.
Yeah.
Like, fuck us over. I don't care. It's fine. Fuck us over.
Well, and it's like it's so crazy that the fucking men over is just like not sleeping with them. Like,
yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Not on the woman's part, but just like it's sad. It's a sad commentary on us.
Why don't you sleep with me? But yeah, it's what was I gonna say? Well, yeah, like my wife, she was like, when I got with her, or when we started dating or whatever, she's like, I don't want to get married, and I'm like, okay, that's fine by me, like whatever you want to do. And then she's like, no, I think I do now, and I'm like, okay, like I just left the ball in her court. Obviously, I proposed and stuff, but like, so
like I. Oh, go ahead. No, you were talking about your personal experience. I was about to interrupt. Go ahead, man.
No, that it's just like a funny thing. It's a funny idea that I don't know. The idea of like forcing a woman to be married or to do this or that. Like it's so cringe. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm at a point where I do want to get married. I wouldn't like be like that's a deal breaker. Like if a woman didn't want to get married, I wouldn't be like, God, I'd just like, all right, that sucks, but I mean, I'm fine just dating committedly, perpetually. Like that's fine.
Sorry, what are we going for? I missed it. Are you asking about like what we were talking about, Liddy? Because I think we were just talking about how men suck, and
Pretty
like
much,
the idea that, the whole thing where they're like, screw all men or whatever, and then people will be like, not all men. It's like, yeah, well, like 90% of men, like you have to be
it's at a point
re-educated to, as a man, you have to re-educate yourself. You have to get woke, or whatever term you actually, a better term than that, but like you have to learn things to remove the patriarchy from your own brain. Like, it is not natural.
Because here's the thing. Like, I do think, to a certain extent, that it's not the average man's fault. It is just the men in control who perpetuate it, and then now every normal man is also perpetuating it because the men in power perpetuted it. Yeah, but that being said, after you're a certain age, you do have to take accountability.
Yeah, that's the patriarchy, baby. Like that's the, and it's like, not fair that they don't, and we're backsliding too. So like men aren't going to be, they're going to be less educated on these things rather than more educated, which is like that. That really sucks for women. I feel bad for straight women. You might as well just become a lesbian. Like, what's the point? Like, I'm pretty sure there was a thing where they said that they were able to artificially create a sperm, and then, like, that's, just do that if you want to get pregnant.
Fuck us, but not in a fun way. Just fuck us.
Yeah.
We suck. It's fine. I get it.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy too, because I'd imagine that you might get something like this yourself, Lucis, because obviously you're doing your best to be educated on this stuff. But like, I'll be like, my wife will have a friend over, and she's like, "God, dating is so terrible. Men just all suck." And she's like, "Well, not you, but you're not a normal guy." Like, yeah.
Oh boy, do I get that.
Yeah.
And that's why, and I always feel weird saying this, and I get looks sometimes, mostly from other guys, but like most of my friends I've ever had in life are women.
Yeah, same. I
get along with them more.
Yeah, I like talking to women more. That's for sure.
I'm more comfortable with them, and like I have more in common with them. Oddly, like not the struggle part of it, but just like interests and such.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not gonna
empathy,
sit here and be like, oh, I've been
you
through
know?
the same struggles, because like, no.
Yeah, not the same specific struggles, but yeah. Yeah. The empathy that you need to be able to, like, if you gain empathy, talking to men can be really uncomfortable if they don't also have it, because I mean, I had coworkers, I mean, I still have coworkers that are not my previous job, not the one I'm currently at, but I had coworkers who were saying some pretty wild stuff about women just openly in the office, and it's like, damn, man, if this is how you talk in your work setting, I don't know what the fuck you're doing behind
your
closed
personal
doors, you know?
Like with the people you truly trust to not like hate you for what you're saying.
Yep. And like, man, oh man, oh man, I just cannot, I can't picture what it's like to be on like a dating app. Well, you know, there's those, I don't know if you've seen those YouTube shorts where that guy is making songs out of weird dating.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
those
have,
are so
they're great.
good.
Oh god.
How many
But yeah.
how many baby daddies do you have? I have one child. So how many baby daddies do you have?
Yeah,
One.
I think it's the exact wording is like,
Yeah.
I have one daughter, but are they by the same father?
Yeah.
I have one daughter.
It's like, what the hell? But yeah, Liddy, absolutely. You
I
gotta
don't
be,
understand.
you gotta be weird. You gotta be a weird guy to deserve to get married. That's the
Yeah.
that's
And
the takeaway.
I love when trad wives act like people who are like feminists are trying to take away trad wife lifestyle. Like, no, the entire point is that you can do what you want. You can be in the kind of relationship that you want. If you want to be a trad wife, that's fine. Just
think-
leave the rest of us alone to do what the fuck we want.
My biggest problem with the trad wife infrastructure, because it's not real trad wives, because real trad wives they exist and they're out here. They wouldn't be posting content, like, and they
They
wouldn't
would
be
just be
perpetuating the patriarchy and making people feel bad about not being able to stay home with their kids for, you know, the entire day and have their husband have a $200,000 a year job. You know, like, it's
yeah. And
it's so
let me be
performative.
clear, too. Yeah, let me be clear too. When I say trad wife, I just mean like the idea of like being a stay-at-home mom and like not working a job that pays you.
Yeah.
I don't want to say not working a job because I do
That
believe
is a
being
job,
a mother
yeah.
is a job.
Yeah.
I was like, let me be clear, one that pays you.
Yeah.
Let me specify. That's fine. Just don't slam on the women who do want to go out and do those things and
Yes.
treat them like they're fucking alien creatures.
Absolutely.
Like, it's fine if you want that for yourself. That's cool. You do you. Just, like, don't fucking set the movement back by doing it.
Liddy types up pretty funny. And before that becomes the new pickup artist method, just like, be a weird guy. Pay for my classes. I mean, yeah,
No, it's so funny.
I have
like,
not done this mission yet, so this is
Yeah, this is the one that you were on. This is the
Yeah.
last of the prologue.
Yep. But yeah,
Oh, man.
it's you know,
It's a thing.
you know, you gotta be a little weird. You gotta be a little weirdo to really be, you know, not that there aren't plenty of women who are like, I just like a guy who fishes and hunts, you know, because that's basically my brother. But you know, it's
Yeah, like, there's still definitely a market. It's a smaller market than it used to be, but there's definitely still a market for just your stereotypical guy, like the guy who's just like a macho man, just hopefully less toxic than the macho man that used to exist.
oh man, my brother is so fucking toxic. He says shit that's like insane, but I'm pretty sure he's autistic, so I don't bother him about it as much. Because like, there's no shot, you know, it's there's no shot that I'm gonna inform his worldview at all. Like,
His already warped worldview.
yeah, it's like, you know, and this is not to bring down the mood, but like the whole situation with my dad being the way that he was, like, my brother just basically learned from him. Like, he just acts very similar to my father, and like,
it's so funny.
boy.
I think I was definitely I was definitely a certain level of toxic. Like, I'm still probably a certain level of toxic even now, but like, I was far more toxic as a teen, as most people are.
Absolutely.
And I mean that on like the toxic masculinity scale. Like, I'm sure there's still some of that in me. Like, it's hard to completely deprogram yourself. Like, you can always you can only just keep trying. That's all you can really do.
Yeah, as long as you're trying and you apologize for the things that you've done in the past, most people will be like, yeah, that's fine.
I remember my deprogramming did start relatively early though, because like I quickly realized that the macho men were kind of slowly going out the door. Like, that ideal was slowly leaving. It's like, no, women kind of dig nerdy guys. Like, I'm not saying all women, but like it's a fair market size. Like, there is plenty of room for us nowadays.
Absolutely. And like, it was very interesting. No, what was I gonna say? I'm trying to remember. But yeah, I had a very specific kind of situation. I did the opposite of what my brother did, where my dad was such a piece of shit that I'm like, I just don't want to be like him. And because of that, then I just like did all the opposite things, where I'm like, I don't want to be racist, homophobic, sexist, abusive. Like, I just don't want to be those things. And like, if that's what you're striving for from the base, it's like, wow, you can just be a good person. Like, you just kind of have to want it.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, wanting it is the hard part, because you know,
because you can't make yourself.
Yeah, you can.
Something has to happen, or you have to see something or experience something in some way to like make yourself want that.
Honestly, Liddy, that's pretty much what it was. I was a good person out of spite.
Oh yeah, Dad will fuck you.
Yeah,
it's like being forced to go to like Sunday school and church, and then like growing up and be like, I hated that. So,
yep.
To be clear, not saying there's anything wrong with that. Just like that is such a common experience.
I got confirmed. I knew that I wasn't going to be religious when I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9. I was very aware of the whole situation, but I went and got confirmed because my mom wanted me to, so I was like, okay, I'll do it, I guess. Well, you know, it's like, it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see how other people got their start on being a half decent person.
Yeah, because like, I don't even hate religion. I just hate organized religion.
Yeah, like, especially the situation where Catholicism is in, like, not good.
Oh yeah, like, believe what you want. Like, you can do it in private. And I'm not even saying you can't, like, have friends who believe the same thing that you talk to. But you don't need to all gather in a fucking, like, 100 people in a fucking same place. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, have
like,
your
maybe
own
for holidays or, like,
view
special
of
things,
God.
fine.
Yeah, I've got a lot of thoughts on religion. I've come full circle, though. I think that was probably the most toxic, not masculinity, but my biggest
in general toxic
Reddit moment. Like, and it was before, like, I was, like, Reddit was around, so, you know, like, Reddit was popular, so, like, I didn't know about it, but honestly, if I probably would have known about r/atheists, I would have been not as mean about religion to my friends.
Yeah. And like, I think I talk about it more than other people of my label, whatever you want to call it, are, and so it throws people off when I say I am what I am. But I'm an apatheist, which just means I kind of don't care. It's not that I don't care about religion though, which is I think what people throws people off. It's just I don't care if it's real or not. Like, I care about the topic. I just, like, if God exists, cool. If God doesn't exist, also cool. Sure, whatever.
Hell yeah, Liddy. You know, that's just the thing that, like, unless you're born a very specific way, like, you're gonna be duped, like, by the systems that are in place to dupe us. I mean, like, school, for the most part, like, American school is just the way that it is because they want you to be able to work a 9-to-5 job. Like, and not question authority. Like, that's it. That's what they want you to do.
It's one step removed from just being a slave training camp.
Yep. I mean, yeah. Like, it's brainwashing. This one trick makes schools hate you. Doctors hate
like, I don't want to straight up call it that because I don't think it's quite that, but it's so close that it's almost pointless to try and like.
My high school, the building didn't really have any windows because the same form factor that my high school was also a prison, like the prison in Minnesota.
Christ.
Like they built it the same like model. So
The school lunch conversation must have been fun there.
yep. I always walked out of the building for, you know, I was allowed to. Apparently this was not super common in larger cities, but I was allowed to leave school for lunch, so like I could go to the gas station.
I think my high school did that. Yeah, we were allowed to, not too far. I think not that they could monitor that really. But
Yeah, like if you leave, I mean, if you get in your car and you're back in a half hour, like what are they gonna do?
And I was pretty happy with that because we had, not that this is the best ice cream place ever, but in my town this was like so fucking good because we don't have any real good ice cream shops. We had like a Baskin Robbins less than a block away. So
Oh hell yeah.
anytime I went to get picked up, Baskin Robbins. Anytime I'm wanting some dessert for lunch, Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, Liddy. You know what? You gotta take your local notoriety when you can get it because it makes it's important to you. I was notorious for several reasons in high school, and I think that you gotta take the things that people say about you, because there's usually a kernel of truth to them, and just sort of roll with it. I was known as a bit of a slut, so I have to take that. And then I got a nickname, which this was like a really weird situation where I didn't know who gave me the nickname until like way later, and it was just like some not an acquaintance, but he was like almost a friend that I had. He's like, oh yeah, I gave you this nickname, and everyone would call me Wolf Eyes, and I'm like, that's kind of a cool nickname, but like I didn't give it to myself. And then I remember going to parties and stuff, being like, oh, Wolf Eyes is here, and I'm like, what did I do to just, what is going on? And like that sounds like something I would have made up for myself. Like,
oh no, my high school experience was fucking hilarious to me because I feel so detached from it.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like I feel so removed from it. It's so weird because like everybody saw me.
Oh shit, we can shoot that ship up top.
Oh, but yeah, everybody saw me completely differently than I like presented myself, in my opinion.
Yeah,
because like I was just awkward and shy and didn't like talk. I was just an introvert, just a hardcore introvert, not like a soft introvert where like, oh no, I'll talk, but like I don't like have a big social battery. It's like, no, I don't want to talk to anybody at all because fucking human interaction, no thank you. And like apparently because I was always just like sitting quietly in the back like reading a book and like my face
here we go. Here we go. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
No, you're good.
It's the Earth Defense Force 6 begins now. So that's the end of the prologue. But yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Introvert.
Yeah, everybody thought I was like the brooding loner. I was like, brooding loner?
Yeah, like that's not how you saw yourself at all. You're just like, I'm just hanging out, man.
Yeah, because like I would always be like quietly reading a book in the back, and like I have resting bitch face. So like my eyes were always just like kind of like being like a brooding stare, I guess is how they interpreted it. I was like, oh, sure.
Yeah.
Like I was about to leave high school because I was going to online high school.
Hell
and,
yeah!
on one of my last days.
Online high school was so good.
Oh yeah. On one of my last days in my physical school, I heard like two girls talking. They're like, yeah, Matt's pretty attractive, but like I don't know how to like talk to him because he's always like quiet and on his own. I was like, that's what people think about me? I thought I was like a 6. I thought I was like a 6 at best. Hey
man, girls will be attracted to a 6. Like it's the attractiveness for like the face region. You just gotta not be honestly, not being an asshole gets you up a lot of points. That's
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, what was I
Wait,
gonna...
wait, what do you mean you thought I was attractive? What the? Excuse me?
I totally forgot what I was gonna say. But I am going to go to bed. Liddy, you know, you definitely deserve friends. You know, it's hard in high school when your friends go, fucking were going in and out. Yeah, don't want to interact with really anybody that I know from high school. I'm really tired, so I don't think I'm going to be able to make any more sense than that. So hopefully that made sense.
Be friends?
But yeah, we started EDF 6 officially, so that is good. So yeah, I'm going to go to bed. So I hope you have a good rest of your night, Lucis.
Never. I refuse.
Well, I hope you have an average night then.
Acceptable.
Acceptable, sir.
Have a good one, man.
Me too. Bad night, Lucis. Good night, Zeri. Don't let Earth's Defense Force sneak up on you while you're asleep and, you know, force you to shoot some alien froggos.